Hi, I'm Taylor Heussner.
And I'm Netsch.
And we're here with the Wildcat Report. And this week, advisement is going on.
Just because it's a short week, don't forget the important things.
Unless you're a senior.
Yeah.
But make sure you go and meet with your teacher because it's very important for next year, obviously. And speaking of teachers, here's Caroline with Teacher of the Week.
Hi, I'm Caroline Wang with the Wildcat Report. Journalist Henry Adams once said, "A teacher affects eternity. He, or in this case she, can never tell where his or her influence stops." Today we celebrate Millard West's Teacher of the Month, Mrs. Krebs.
It's lots of fun to be in her class. She really likes to be hands-on. Other classes aren't really hands-on. As soon as you ask a question, the teachers kind of explain it, but they never actually walk you through it. She really walks you through it, so I was having trouble with my sketches, and so she really helped me with the line techniques.
Here I am teaching art foundations, color and design, painting, and drawing. In our art foundations classes, we all teach the same basics. So we teach a drawing project, we teach the elements and the principles, we teach pottery. How we go about that is up to us. And so I try to do as many different things and get in as many different mediums as I can.
Get to draw and make pottery and do all sorts of cutesy little art projects. We are currently working on a printmaking project where we draw a design on a piece of paper and then trace it onto styrofoam and make a print.
I always wanted to be a teacher because my mom's a teacher and my mom teaches 3rd grade. And I always looked up to her, I always helped her in her classroom. And I love art, so I get to do what I love every day and share it with other students.
Mrs. Krebs is a really cool teacher.
I stick to teaching classes outside of West, usually in the summer, and I just do private lessons out of my home. Sometimes I go to other students' homes. I love doing artwork at home as well.
Mrs. Krebs has really encouraged me to take other classes. She helped me with my drawing techniques. I used to be a horrible drawer, but now I can kind of draw much better.
My class is full of people that talk a lot. We kind of get in trouble. Mrs. Krebs taught kindergarten, and sometimes she has to teach us like we're kindergartners.
That I taught in middle school, so 6th and 7th grade art, and then I taught 2 high school classes, and one was a sculpture class, and the other class was similar to an art foundations class. It was called Art 1. I have been teaching for 7 years. This is my 7th year, my 3rd year here at West. So I just do what I love, and I hope that my students will love that too.
Congratulations, Mrs. Krebs. Back to you, Taylor and Bailey.
Thanks, Caroline. And seniors, get on top of your game because a new scholarship is out, the Susan Thompson Buffett Foundation Scholarship. So make sure you apply for that.
And also there's a lot of college visits going on, not this week, but next week. Carney's coming on the 15th, so some big schools as well.
Yeah. And now let's go to Brianna with a report on the President's Scholars.
This is Brianna Davis with the Wildcat Report. 3 students from Millard West were nominated to meet the president out of the thousands of students around the country for their academic achievements.
I was nominated because I got a 36 on the ACT, and they nominated depending on test scores like the ACT and the SAT, and then there's a different arts component, but I didn't get that part, so.
The technical specifications, you have to have good ACT score or SAT score, but you have to be a good student and do the right thing.
With the Presidential Scholar nomination, these dedicated students give a taste of their plans for the future.
I plan on being an engineer. Plan on going to the Air Force Academy, so an engineer in the Air Force, and possibly go on from there.
I'd like to go to college on the East Coast, and I am not sure about a major, but I like political science and journalism.
Go to college. I think medical school would be really fun.
I know the award existed until I was nominated, and I didn't think I was going to get a 36. The only reason I took the test the second time was to improve my writing score.
I was really excited to get it. I didn't know it existed, but I'm going to go ahead and try to get one of the couple of slots because it's a very unique opportunity.
I didn't really know much about this award. It was kind of a surprise, but I think I have worked hard, so I think I'm deserving of it.
Academically, these students shoot for the stars and have advice for their fellow peers.
Take as many AP classes as you can. Take a lot of English and social science classes because those relate to a broad range of what you're going to be studying in college.
I think that my advice would be to always do your best and strive for success, because if you aim for the stars and you miss, you'll still hit the moon, which is pretty good.
Congratulations to these scholars. They represent the leaders of our future. Back to you, Taylor and Bailey.
Thanks, Brianna.
And musical valentines are now on sale. So starting today through Wednesday, you can, for $3, buy a musical valentine and embarrass one of your friends in QT.
Or you can just send them all my way.
Isn't everyone going to do that anyways?
Not too sure. But let's go to Macky and Marissa with a report on tattoos.
Over the past 10 years, tattoos have become more popular than they ever have been. It used to be out of the ordinary to see somebody with tattoos covering their bodies or to meet someone under the age of 18 with words, phrases, or designs covering them.
Let's take a look at some of the Millard West students and teachers that you might not expect tattoos on them.
My tattoo is the Italian word sorella, which means sister in Italian.
The bottom part says breathe, because I think as parents and just human beings we need to stop and just take a breath.
Inspiration for it came from my trip to Kenya about 2 years ago, and what this represents are the qualities of the Kenyan people that I hope myself to embody. So in Kiswahili, this is resilience, endurance, and hospitality. This is a design I came up with, which may look fairly generic, but it's actually a rendition of the Buddhist endless knot, which is this square symbol of the shape that never ends as you follow it.
But you don't have to have a tattoo when you're 13 or 14. You should wait till you're 58.
Yeah, I mean, of course it hurts. You're getting stabbed with a needle hundreds of times a second. So, yeah, it hurts, but it's bearable.
My tattoo is a Chinese symbol for love and peace.
I got a tattoo that says you are infinite, because for me it's a reminder that God is infinite, and so when I feel stressed and not okay or whatever, it's good to know that there's someone out there bigger than I am.
Me and my brother got the same one, and it's our confirmation verse on top. So
it's, and these three things remain: faith, hope, and love, and the greatest of these is love. It's my grandpa's funeral verse. He passed away.
I have 4 siblings, so there's 5 stars and 4 for my 2 for my 2 brothers and 2 for my 2 sisters.
I didn't really have a dad growing up, so it's kind of like, you know, forgive your past and then, you know, forget about it at the same time. I want it to be seen by everyone, and I know that it could affect a job in the future or something, but it's something I want people to know that I have it.
Tattoos are a way of expressing yourself with your own body, and it really is something that never fades.
It's crazy how our generation is so fearless of writing something on their skin that lasts forever.
This has been Macky and Marissa.
Thanks, Macky and Marissa.
And juniors and seniors, if your parents have not signed up already, please have them sign up to help for post-prom. Doesn't mean they'll be there,
just means that they can help. Decorations may be beforehand. Yes. And now we're going to go to Dana and Kylie about the sports conditioning starting up.
This is Kylie Widseth. And this is Dana Kosalka. And we're with the Wildcat Report. We've been running around catching up with the spring athletes as they're getting ready for the season ahead. Now we do a lot of sprints, and we do footwork, and just really agilities.
Conditioning, sometimes you don't have a ball or you don't have a full team out there, and you're working on just the either cardio or strength factor for the athlete. During the season, you're more into team concepts, if it's a team sport, or individual training. In track, it's very similar.
Play catch and do a lot of lifting.
Considering how I throw, I just do weightlifting every day except for Wednesday.
We'll run for a while and then maybe do some like dribbling skills, ball work, something like that, and then we'll play a game.
Basically, they're running to build a cardio, a base, and try to change their strength. They will try to change like their vertical jump, because the vertical jump will dictate and make them a better athlete.
It helps out with our strength because I do throw like a heavy weight, and with the weightlifting it'll help me improve my distance. But it's good if you go.
It'll like get you familiar with the coaches and stuff like that.
spring sports, currently conditioning, space is sometimes a hard thing to find.
Use every square inch of the building that we can and try to spread teams out. And, the weather's been very cooperative this year. We've been able to get outside, so it hasn't been as big an issue. But yeah, we have 7 different sports that spread out all over the building.
It's every day after school except for Tuesdays.
We condition Monday through Thursday, probably about 45 minutes-ish.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 a.m.
Caught up with some athletes. I think maybe we should have stretched first. This is Kylie Widseth.
And this is Kosalka reporting.
Thanks, Dana and Kylie.
And have a wild break, you Wildcats.